How you doing, folks? This is Ken Cowell with TotalHumanElevation.com. Here with you today with a little dumbbell training from head to toe. Basically, I want to go over what's called a dumbbell complex, which is basically dumbbell circuit training. I want to go over 5 different exercises today. I want to go over your lunges, your squats, your rows, your high pulls, and your shoulder press. So basically, folks, we're going to jump right in as usual, and we're going to lead off with your basic lunge. So here we go. Basically, we went over the lunge a couple times. What we want to focus on here, keeping the chest nice and tall, maintain good posture. When you're lunging forward, control that movement. Make sure that knee doesn't go shooting over your toe. Basic movement, great for developing leg strength, as you all know at this point. All right. Next thing, we're going to go into our basic squat. We also went over a squat. Now, the key here, start off with your feet about shoulder width apart. And once again, we have to maintain that good posture, nice and tall, keeping the chest up the best you can, and try to get those hips parallel to the ground. Next movement is a dumbbell row, working the back. The key to this is keeping that back nice and flat and rowing through the full range of motion. Sometimes people will go here, get a short range of motion, not working the muscle effectively. Next is a favorite of mine. It's called a high pull. This is an explosive movement. We use this movement during power cleans and work your upper back, your traps. And I like it because it gets you working on triple extension, which is extending at the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Our next movement is basic shoulder press with a little rotation. Shows you how important it is to get some rotation in. So there you have it, shoulder press with rotation. Now we're going to finish with a little bonus. We went over 3D lunges before. Now we're doing a 3D lunge, a plyometric 3D lunge. All we're doing is still lunging in all 3 ranges of motion: forward, lateral, and transverse, which is rotation. But all we're doing is adding a little plyometric hop or drive. I like to say a drive at the end of the movement. So all we're doing is lunging and driving. That leg that's reaching out and doing that lunge, you're going to use that same leg to drive back into position. We talked about how this bending down like that overloads the hamstrings and the glutes. Now we're adding a plyometric movement to add a little more drive to that movement. A lot of people want to tone up those legs and those glutes. This is an outstanding way to do it. I would consider adding this to the end of any type of lower body circuit. That's all we have this week, folks. Make sure you stop by the site. There's a lot going on. Stop by, get started with your 9-day program. Just click on the 9-day icon. You can also get my ebook while you're there. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page and my blog. You guys have a great week, and I will talk to you